Revolution. Does anybody remember anything? Real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you remember?
So basically, the commons were mad because they had more people, but yet had the same representation in Congress.
Partially correct. Look. Before we start off.
I think you have to like swipe.
The other way.
Thank you.
There you go.
We have our own constitution. Our constitution was based on this. Constitutionalism as government based on rulers make laws that are fair to everyone. Yes? And from there, as we see, England had their revolution. We had our own revolution. Every time a constitution happens, more than likely there's a revolution that happens beforehand. This gives the spark, like a fire, that creates how it works, the government. Here's the ingredients. Who here cooks before? Who has made pizza, anything? As I say, we have different ingredients. That little spark, you have financial crisis, an unfit king and a queen, because they were just, honestly, horrible people. Just horrible, horrible people. The Estate General and National Assembly. King Louis, the 16th, took throne. There was war, there was famine. He grew fat. He bought a lot of jewelry, a lot of different things. But the common people, they suffered. There's some times where people just die from starvation from that. He also bumped the taxes up 3-4 times normally to keep his lifestyle sustainable. That killed a lot of people. There he is, King Louis. Anybody can tell me who this is? Good job, look. Marie Antoinette. Awful movie, by the way. Don't watch it. As you can see, guys, she was 15 years old when Marie Antoinette got married. She was excessive to the extreme. Think of the richest person you know, spending money for days, times that times 10, that was her. Everyone hated her. Hated her. Why? If she saw you in the hallway, she'd be like, oh, you look? She'd be like, oh, put him to death. Yeah. Everyone hated her. As you see, Louis took the throne in 19. Very young, very smart. But he had his own issues. As you mentioned before, bud, the estates, the generals, how there was the clergy, nobility, and third, the populace. The populace was the biggest group, yeah?
Yeah.
But they had the least representation. Why was that? Can anybody tell me? You in the back. With the glasses, you tell me. You remember anything? Or did you fall asleep last class?
William.
You tell me. You were talking about it earlier. Talk to me.
Okay, so it was that way because the clergy and the nobility wanted to have their own way, and if the populace had the same amount of votes, then they wouldn't get what they wanted.
Exactly. Why did they never pay taxes?
Because they're at the top.
Exactly.
Yeah, it didn't want to.
Everybody at the bottom had to pay taxes for everyone else. This was the general consensus of the people. So state 1 clergy, estate 2 the royalty, the rich merchants, and the rest. 96% of the people, it only had a third of the representation. Here's a little cartoon I want you guys to look at. Tell me what you see. I'll give you guys a minute.
Oh, because they're riding on his back like he's paying the taxes for them.
Thank you. Those guys barely paid taxes. Taxes paid for the roads, for everything. And some people would actually steal money from the taxes. They would steal money to line their own pockets.
Well, they're like holding this tongue because they weren't like allowed to say anything.
Thank you. Good job, dude. Same with this one on the floor. We don't care about him. They're walking all over him. That's what it was with the French Revolution. They got so angry, so frustrated. They kept getting pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. They fought back up. That's what the revolution is. That spark you getting frustrated. There's ever been a time in your life where you're pushed down, people don't agree with you, and you feel hurt? This happened to them for years. Years, until they got that spark and they fought back. They called it National Assembly by the common people. The first and the second groups, they didn't show, they didn't care. That was the tipping point, the part that broke the camel's back. From that alone, they're like, they don't respect us. We don't have a voice here, and we need a voice. The revolution. When people get pushed down so much, doesn't matter where the country, they fight back. And the tension and turmoils, they fought tooth and nail about things. Storm the Bastion. Does anybody remember that? Does anyone know what Storm the Bastion was?
Is it when they all like went to the castle?
Exactly, dude. You've been on point today, thank you. The castle itself, the center, where everyone or all the nobility were staying in. They're like, oh, these peasants will go away, they'll go away. No, they stormed it, they took it over to show they were important. They wanted what they wanted. They wanted equal rights, they wanted fair treatment. What do you guys think? You guys think they had the right to overthrow the government? Raise your hand. You think they didn't have the right? Raise your hand. Why do you guys think that?
It was unequal.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair to them.
Wasn't fair. And that's what it was, a revolution. I know a lot of you guys from probably 5th grade onwards know about American Revolution, yes?
Yeah.
Where you fought from the British. This is really similar. And at the beginning, they were one of our greatest allies. One of their wars, they helped us out. The reform. They also did a check and balance system like what we have. They also limited the monarchs. They had a Declaration of Rights of Man and Civilization. Rights of Man and of Citizen. Men are born and remain free. Liberty, property, security, and resistance to oppression. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Really close, right? Sounds
Execution happening.
almost exactly to ours. The execution. This is what a lot of people remember the most. King Louis was tried, he was convicted, and he was beheaded. The French Revolution is a big thing on beheading people. Here's Marie Antoinette. And to build that new government, the violence continued. Jacobin, his political party took reign. And the Reign of Terror happened in 1793. Anybody remember what the Reign of Terror was? Okay. Reign of Terror. Over 40,000 people were executed. They were tried in the morning, killed in the afternoon. Most of these were people of royalty, people of higher class. Oftentimes, the government got changed during that turmoil. Then Napoleon came. Napoleon Bonaparte. He was able to take command. He was very charismatic. He was very, everyone loved him. The people loved him, from the little children to the people in the army. They all loved him. Even at one point when he got captured and got exiled, they went and rescued him. So I got a couple questions for you guys. Think about the Reign of Terror. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. We can talk about it, okay? Thank you.